We're here for you.
Hello and welcome everyone, and a very happy Easter to you all. Thanks for joining us. I'm Adam Cellini. Topping our news, a new report showing about 15% of Florida households earn less than the federal poverty level, but millions more are struggling to afford more than just those basic necessities. ABC 7's Erica Jackson has the latest on a report from the United Way and joins us live from West Samoset in Manatee County, which is one of the highest areas affected. Erica?
A shocking 84% of families that live in this area either live in poverty or they fall in the ALICE category. And the recent ALICE report released by the United Way highlights struggling families that are above the federal poverty level but can't save for the future while affording the basic necessities. That's almost double the percent of households in the county which fall in that category at 43%. The United Way Suncoast says it's bringing together employers and local agencies to help families in the community.
A lot of the goals is around better paying jobs and having programs in place to help families get the right training so they can career pathway, because a better paying job is the foundation.
Sarasota County is tied for second place in this ranking. The United Way says it's seen improvement in Sarasota County with families coming out of the ALICE category, but there is still room for improvement. Reporting live from West Samoset and Manatee County, I'm Erica Jackson. Adam, back to you.
All right, Erica, thank you very much. Officials say at least 126,000 acres have burned in wildfires across Florida since January, surpassing the 5-year average of area burned in a typical year. Florida's fire season peaks this month, and experts warn that the fire risk may worsen in the coming weeks. And when the rain finally does begin, it will bring storms and lightning, which is another leading cause of brush fires. The increased fire activity is now stressing fire departments dealing with those on top of their regular workload of house fires, vehicle crashes, and medical calls. And another fallout from the recent drought, a water shortage warning has been issued to 8.1 million people from Orlando to the Florida Keys. Drought conditions have prompted the district to prohibit fires on its lands and prepare to close navigation locks on Lake Okeechobee's North Shore due to low water levels. Officials say rainfall across the district's 16 counties since November 1st has been 6.75 inches below the average. South Florida is being asked to do its part in conserving the water supply. And for more on that lack of rainfall, let's head over to Wendy Ross for a look at that weather. Wendy?
And we are still, of course, in a deficit. We talked about this yesterday, but also keep in mind this has been since the beginning of the year, but we haven't had sufficient enough rain since September of last year. So we just continue to be in this deficit situation. No rain took place today. We should be experiencing about 10 inches of rainfall, a little bit over that, almost 10.5 inches for this time of the year from January till now, and as you can see, that certainly has not been taking place. We've only made up about 1.25 inches of rainfall, just a little bit over that. So today was no different than yesterday. We saw lots and lots of sunshine throughout the day today, a little bit of a hazy condition during the afternoon hours, and we are getting some showers, but most of those rains are now well down to the south and they are not affecting us. So at least for today, keep in mind we're not likely to see the rain showers, but we do have rain in our forecast this upcoming week. I'll let you know when that's going to be taking place. Adam?
All right, thank you very much, Wendy. A new interactive communication system is now available for Handy Bus and Longboat Key Shuttle passengers. Travelers can now register to receive real-time alerts by phone, email, or text. The messages are completely customizable and can verify scheduled trips and pickup times, cancel trips when necessary, receive alerts on pending bus arrivals, and send periodic updates on prepaid fare account balances. Officials say the new system is expected to free up the customer service staff to focus on more client information calls and next day service and trip scheduling. Interested in receiving those communications through the system, you can contact the Transit Division office by phone or update your account on the web at the website listed on your screen, mymanatee.org/MCAT. On Monday, Sarasota County Area Transit will temporarily relocate bus operations. The Venice train depot buses will move to the park just east of the depot at the north end of Seaboard Avenue. The change comes due to road repairs after a water main break at the train depot earlier this month. Work is expected to take 1 week for the road and an additional week for the sidewalk and curb. Maintenance of traffic with signs will be set up to allow motorists to access the boat ramp. The bike path will also remain open. Thousands on the Suncoast were up before daylight to celebrate the Easter holiday this Sunday. On Siesta Key's public beach, Pine Shores Presbyterian Church held their 60th annual Sunrise Easter service. Hundreds huddling close on the world-famous sand to listen to Sunday's hymns and prayers with a view. And later on in the day, Lakewood Ranch's Grace Community Church held its own Easter services with hundreds of volunteers pitching in to put on even more masses than usual to accommodate everyone in the community schedule.
The reason that we have to have so many services is because we have so many people that come to church. And so, you know, by having all of these services, we give everybody sort of a different time that they can choose. And if we had only our regular 4 services, we wouldn't be able to facilitate all the people that come. This is the most attended weekend of any of the church calendar.
And in the spirit of the holiday, people at Bee Ridge Presbyterian Church in Sarasota aspired to help someone in need. A 1-year-old girl diagnosed with leukemia is in need of a bone marrow transplant. And so the search for a match was on. Volunteers handing out 25 kits today to people wanting to become a donor. Family and friends of Emily Meza are hoping they can find a match.
It's overwhelmingly successful. We're really grateful and thankful because, you know, she really needs it, and we hope to do more drives so that we can help other children and other families. We actually had to turn some people away because we did run out of kits, but for those individuals that we turned away, we expressed to them that they can go to bethematch.org and request a kit, which you can do there as well.
Sponsors of today's drive say it shouldn't be too long until they find out if one of those kits given out today will come back with a match for Meza. Some of the best tennis players in the world are arriving on the Suncoast today for the week-long Sarasota Open. The annual pro tennis tournament has returned to its roots this year at the United Tennis Club in Bradenton. This is where it was held originally when the tournament began exactly 10 years ago. Over 100 players from around the world are competing for a piece of the $100,000 prize. The tournament's founder and players are excited about the week.
Huge tennis community in general. It's a destination, so you have players from all over the world here, so a lot of nationalities, a lot of heritage, a lot of culture in this area comes out to cheer their home country heroes. So it's quite a mix for people to see.
I think there's a lot of good players, a lot of good practice sessions. It's always a great tournament to play.
32 players competed in the qualifiers round this weekend. The top 4 will go on to the main draw tomorrow morning. Tennis begins each day this week at 10 a.m. and lasts well into the evening. The finals are set for a week from today. Tickets for that event start at $20 for general admissions. A major development in the growing tensions with North Korea. The communist regime failing a missile launch this morning. No direct comment from the White House, but the vice president is in South Korea today at the beginning of a 10-day Asian tour. ABC's David Wright has more from Palm Beach.
President Trump attended church Easter Sunday in Palm Beach. His vice president thousands of miles away at a service in South Korea. Just hours earlier, North Korea's new missile launch failed. U.S. commanders say it blew up almost immediately after lifting off from the launch pad near Sinpo.
We shouldn't be gloating about a failed launch because it does show us that they have a determination to eventually perfect a long-range nuclear missile capability.
Pence was briefed aboard Air Force Two. After landing, the vice president addressed U.S. troops stationed just a few miles away.
This morning's provocation from the north is just the latest reminder of the risks each one of you face every day.
ABC News was granted unprecedented access to a U.S. defense base near the DMZ.
We're always training at that level to be able to fight tonight because we don't know when that call is going to come.
Our own Martha Raditz got an exclusive look at another top-secret facility where officials monitor the North's missile launches and nuclear tests. Lawmakers in Washington are pushing for a diplomatic solution, with China as a key partner.
They can stop this if they want to because of their control over the North Korean economy.
China now receives about 80% of the imports of North Korea. They are virtually the only ally that North Korea has.
President Trump seems to agree, tweeting this morning, "Why would I call China a currency manipulator when they are working with us on the North Korea problem?" For now, the U.S. is not expected to respond militarily unless there's another, more serious provocation. David Wright, ABC News, Palm Beach.
Still to come here on ABC 7, miles from land. Two men wait for help while trapped on a sinking boat. Plus, a new threat to avocados, what scientists have found that may change how growers protect the crop.
Sarasota Magazine and PNC Wealth Management present the Best of Sarasota Soiree at Selby Gardens on April 24th.
It's an evening to sip, savor, and celebrate Sarasota Manatee's Best of Winners.
This year will be full of Warhol-inspired surprises, entertainment, and a tribute to those representing the best in our community.
Come join ABC 7 for all the fun.
Get your tickets today at SarasotaMagazine.com.
Invest in Kids is a $7.5 million project to build a new Boys and Girls Club in South Manatee County. I'm Caleb Grimes, and I was a club kid. It's where I learned important life lessons, leadership, integrity, responsibility, and baseball. Thousands of kids attend the Boys and Girls Clubs, and after years of use, their club is slowly falling apart. Help us invest in kids. Make your donation today.
Enjoy some of the best Suncoast restaurants on me. Just go to mysuncoast.com/dining, sign up for the newsletter if you haven't already, and you can win a $50 gift card to a restaurant in our area. We'll pick a winner each week, so go on our website and sign up now.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com for Chef Judy's favorite recipes, restaurant guide, and more. Go to mysuncoast.com/dining.
Are you considering joint replacement or revision surgery? Consider this. Dr. Edward Stolarski has performed thousands of successful joint replacement procedures and trained surgeons from all over the world. Using advanced technologies, Dr. Stolarski is able to perform some of the most complex surgeries.
I wish I knew about Dr. Stolarski much sooner.
After the surgery, I don't have any pain. It's like I've got a 16-year-old hip.
My name's Ed Stolarski. What I really do is I give people back their life.
Schedule a consultation today.
Let me introduce you to the ultimate Florida window. Do you feel safer with this or this? You'll be proud too.
Going on now. For every 2 windows you buy, get 1 more free. Call today.
Nine people were injured in an early morning nightclub shooting in Ohio. Police say shots rang out shortly before 3:30 a.m. today at the J&R Party Hall in North Columbus. At the last check of those injured, 2 are in critical condition and 7 are stable. Police are searching for multiple suspects in that investigation. No word yet on what led up to this shooting. 10 years after a mentally ill student fatally shot 32 people at Virginia Tech, survivors and families of those slain are returning to campus to honor the lives that were lost that day. The group then walked around the memorial, a semicircle with polished stones, each engraved with the name of one of the victims. The group participating in a candlelight vigil later in the day. A terrifying moment for two Florida boaters who capsized 26 miles west of Cedar Key. Lucky for them, it was the Coast Guard to the rescue. Take a look at this footage. A response boat crew moved into action Saturday morning, but were unable to safely place the men's 33-foot fishing boat in tow. A helicopter crew from Air Station Clearwater was called in, and the team had to hoist those two men from the capsized hull of their boat and transport them to Air Station Clearwater. Amazingly, no injuries were reported. Next to the next case sparking outrage, two Georgia police officers now fired after videos surfaced on social media showing them punching and kicking a man in the head. But tonight, one attorney is claiming that video may be misleading. Here's ABC's Adrian Bankert with more on that case.
Tonight, hit and kicked in the face by police. The man assaulted on video, now calling for those officers to be charged as criminals.
Punched, tased, kicked in the head, and incarcerated for no reason. I am a law-abiding citizen whose rights were repeatedly violated.
Demetrius Hollins was pulled over outside of Atlanta, the situation escalating quickly. Watch as one witness captures video of Sergeant Michael Bongiovanni hitting Hollins. Already on the ground and handcuffed, another person records Officer Robert McDonald's stomp on the 21-year-old's face.
Make no mistake, what they did was a crime.
Bongiovanni's lawyer saying this video is misleading. Rather than a punch, it shows a shoulder strike and is in line with police protocol to get Hollins to comply for a search for weapons. Both officers are fired within 24 hours. The district attorney now deciding if they will face charges.
There's literally no excuse for behavior like this.
And things aren't looking good for a beloved power protein. A new study finding that avocados may be in more danger than scientists had believed. University of Florida researchers say they have found more beetles that can carry a disease threatening avocado trees. The red bay ambryosa beetle, considered the main carrier of laurel wilt, is rare in avocado groves, but in a new study, scientists found 3 more beetles that can carry the tree-killing disease. And focusing on red bay ambrosia beetles may not save avocado trees from laurel wilt. Avocados bring in more than $100 million per year to our state.
And I love them.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, they are so good. I don't want to see that disappear.
No, not at all. They're delicious. They go well with everything. And I'm a big fan of Chipotle, so
yeah.
You know, when I'm feeling saucy enough, that extra guac is it's clutch.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Isn't that perfect?
So yeah, we don't want to see those go.
Well, you know, I have to say we're going to switch gears here and talk about the weather, which is my favorite subject to talk about. And
really?
I do want to say it started off so beautifully today. It was just a gorgeous start to the day. And right now you can see we've got some hazy conditions out there. It's not clear skies. Right now it should be those clear blue sky, but that's not what's going on. We have a sort of hazy condition out there, but we don't have anything in the way of rain, which would help to eliminate some of this haze. We had a hot day once again today. We got up to a high of 86, but take a look at the record. It didn't happen too long ago. 1994, we got up to 94 degrees, but we're supposed to be at 81 and 62. Last night we got down to 63 degrees, and today we got up to 86 degrees. And so our temperatures around the state were warmest along the west coast of Florida, but we had pockets of hot weather in places like Orlando. So we did get some very warm temperatures there, and this is what it looked like along the coastline today. You can see that we saw temperatures in Bradenton and Sarasota at 86 degrees, some of the warmest around the area. Our overnight forecast for the overnight time period is showing that we are looking at temperatures dropping down into the mid-60s tonight, partly cloudy skies. Do you notice there's no rain? we're not going to be seeing any rain for some time. We've got a little bit of wind now that's helping to alleviate those warm temperatures, and that's taking place along the coastline with those readings around 10 to 12 mile per hour winds. And so we're seeing that all the way down the coast. But as soon as you get away from the water, those winds really do subside. And the rain is only showing up south of Charlotte County. So you can see we've got a couple of showers along the east coast. They're not holding together very well. They're not really making their way across to the west coast. We're getting some of these pop-up showers that are coming on in. And we've had a couple of showers around Charlotte County. They show up and then they disappear. And so this is what's happening around our area. So we're not looking for rain, at least not for the next couple of days. We're going to see some chances of rain showing up in our forecast, though, sometime during the midweek period. And keep in mind that our rain chances have been reduced to about 20 to 30%. The one reason we may start to see some rain coming on in is because this high pressure system, which was so stubbornly across the southeast, is finally starting to sink down and into the Gulf, and that may help to bring about some rain showers for us. So our weather highlights are showing that we're going to stay warm over the next couple of days. We get the morning sun, the afternoon clouds, and then we do get a chance for rain during the midweek period. And this is what it looks like over the next several days. You can see by Wednesday we get a 20% chance of rain, and we keep that in the forecast all the way through Sunday. Adam?
Now, sports.
The Rays are 1-1 so far in a 4-game road series against the Red Sox. Game 3 this afternoon in the top of the 4th. Rays up by 1. Let's make that 2. It's Corey Dickerson with the towering solo shot to center field. 4-2 Rays. Dickerson's 3rd homer of the season. The Red Sox would tie it, but in the 5th, Tim Beckham hitting another solo shot out to center field, putting the Rays back on top. Later on in the 7th, same score. Xavier Cedeno trying to get out of the bases loaded jam, gives up a single to Mitch Moreland. 2 runners would score. It's the first lead of the day for Boston, and it is enough. They win it 7-5. In NBA playoff basketball, Kevin Durant playing his first playoff game in Golden State jersey today. Damian Lillard promising victory against the top seed in the Western Conference. No surprise, plenty of threes in this one. That's the reigning MVP Steph Curry getting going. CJ McCollum answering on the other end for the Trailblazers. Kevin Durant off the high screen marks one up from the same spot as Curry earlier. And later on, Damian Lillard settling for a tough 3 over Andre Iguodala. Nearly 30 three-point attempts for each team in this game, but Golden State able to outpace Portland, and they win it 121-109. More to come here on ABC 7. Stay with us.
Invest in Kids is a $7.5 million project to build a new Boys and Girls Club in South Manatee County. I'm Caleb Grimes, and I was a club kid. It's where I learned important life lessons, leadership, integrity, responsibility, and baseball. Thousands of kids attend the Boys and Girls Clubs, and after years of use, their club is slowly falling apart. Help us invest in kids. Make your donation today.
Sarasota Magazine and PNC Wealth Management present the Best of Sarasota Soiree at Selby Gardens on April 24th.
It's an evening to sip, savor, and celebrate Sarasota Manatee's best of winners.
This year will be full of Warhol-inspired surprises, entertainment, and a tribute to those representing the best in our community.
Come join ABC 7 for all the fun.
Get your tickets today at sarasotamagazine.com.
Enjoy some of the best Suncoast restaurants on me. Just go to mysuncoast.com/dining, sign up for the newsletter if you haven't already, and you can win a $50 gift card to a restaurant in our area. We'll pick a winner each week, so go on our website and sign up now.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com, your guide to the foodie lifestyle. ABC 7's own Chef Judy serves up her favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blogs, step-by-step videos, and Suncoast Restaurant Guide. You'll find it all at mysuncoast.com/dining.
I'm Alan Cohn. The tax deadline is nearly here. Tuesday will be your final chance to file, but will there be major tax reform in our future?
Monday on ABC 7 News at 7. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you. the official Suncoast Storm team at ABC 7. We're here for you. ABC 7 News at 7, weeknights.
If you've ever had a bad night's sleep, call and price the new Craftmatic Legacy. It has so much more than other adjustables and still costs up to 50% less, featuring a rising adjustable pillow rest to support your head, neck, and shoulders, bedside power plugs, under-bed night lights, and more. So call and price one today for less, up to 50% less than Tempur-Pedic, Sleep Number, and other adjustables.
You get so much more and it still costs less. You gotta see how little they cost.
Call 1-800-774-8103. That's 1-800-774-8103. Call now.
What Florida city is best known for spaceflight?
Cape Carnival.
Cape Carnival? Close enough. What condiment includes vinegar, molasses, and anchovies?
Westchester sauce?
Close enough. And now, a word from our sponsors.
One-off from the Florida Lottery. Now available for pick 2, 3, 4, and 5 games. Miss by one on any or all numbers and still win.
Well, soda drinking can become an easy habit in college. For one Kansas State University senior, she said she wanted her very own Dr. Pepper fountain. The senior tweeting that she should probably have a Dr. Pepper fountain installed in her house to save money. Well, the soda company saw that tweet and decided to take her up on that request. Check it out. A fountain holding around 5 gallons of the soda. Well, not necessarily the soda. It had to be watered down so that fountain could work. And Claire is not allowed to drink from the fountain. Neither is anyone else. But Dr. Pepper found a way to make it up to her. They gave her 1,200 cans to help with all those cravings. Oh, yes. Oh. And it's raining marshmallows in Wayne County, Michigan. Hundreds of children came out Friday for a massive marshmallow competition. A helicopter dropped 20,000 of those sweet little parcels for children to pick up and then trade in for prizes. I guess sort of a version of an egg hunt.
Oh, but they probably don't want you to eat it, do they? Once it's on the ground, they don't want you to eat it.
I just don't know. I think marshmallows can last a pretty long while.
But you know, you can
brush it off.
You put them on the grill, you make a s'more, it burns off any dirt, debris, whatever.
There you go. You're sterilizing. And cooking at the same time.
I think that's the way to go. That is the way to go.
That's a good mom tip right there.
Right
there.
Well done. Thank you, sir.
Sarasota Magazine and PNC Wealth Management present the Best of Sarasota soiree at Selby Gardens on April 24th.
It's an evening to sip, savor, and celebrate Sarasota Manatee's best of winners.
This year will be full of Warhol-inspired surprises, entertainment, and a tribute to those representing the best in our community.
Come join ABC 7 for all the fun.
Get your tickets today at sarasotamagazine.com.